Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why.
For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten.
Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. You know what time it is? It is time for the live stream. It's Friday night, baby. I'm wearing red. It's time to party. What's happening, everybody? Good to see you. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Glad I'm here. It's like New Year's Eve all over again. 1981. I got drunk and went home with a transvestite. Wasn't pretty, but I was young and I needed the money. Hello. Where's your other friend? Oh, there you are. I'll just turn it all off. How about that? I don't need it. I don't need none of it. So you're having fishy problems, huh? That's interesting. What's happening, Great Sky Troll? Kevin? Hey, it's Bourbon Friday. Gotta get that bourbon on. Gotta get that bourbon. Gotta get that bourbon on, baby. There it goes. Bad movie quote. I love it. Airplane. Hey, Kevo. I gotta tell you, it's a something. Can't really see it. Can't see it at all. It's washed out. Anyway. This is a nice little card I received in the mail today. It is a Christmas card. It says, blood money for the laughs out louds. Inside it says, Merry Christmas. And there is one of those. Thank you, sir. I'm grateful. It will go to good use. Part of the podcast for sure. I didn't realize that white would wash out so bad. Look at that. You can't see anything. It's just like a white blob. There's actually writing on it here, and you can't see it. Oh, well. I use it as the podcast sees fit. It's not for me personally. It's for what we do here. That's what all the money that comes into the podcast goes to. That and the occasional dinner that's needed also. If I starve to death, no podcast. But other than that, all this audio equipment came from you guys, and it is much appreciated and used in the benefit for you. And I worked my little tail off for it all, so it's not a handout. Don't feel that way. Matter of fact, I did an entire 2 years of podcasts before I made any money. So, go figure. But thank you, and it's greatly appreciated, and I will use it to good effect for something to further the podcast. As a matter of fact, I do need one other thing. I need a FET head. Look that up if you don't know what that is. I believe it's FETHEAD, but it may be PHETT. I'm not sure. I think it's named after Boba Fett from Star Wars. But what it is an audio lifter. It lifts the gain of the audio for microphones such as these so that I have more headroom when I turn the volume up. Right now it's maxed out, and this is all the volume I can get. What that thing will do is make it where I'm be about halfway and be this volume. So it just gives more headroom. So I'll buy one of those. Another version of it's called a cloud lifter, but basically it just lifts the gain, the dB up 10 or 20 degrees, or dB. Makes it more powerful. One thing I don't like is that I don't sound like other people when they podcast. You go listen to other podcasts and they got a real clear, real high volume in their voice, and they're not clipping at all, and it sounds roomy and bassy and all that. And this sounds kind of thin and at the top of its range, and I can't get it any higher in volume. That's it. What you hear is what I can do. That's got to change. So I've got to get all the equipment they use and see if it works. And that's the only thing I seem to be missing. But I won't be missing it for long. Hey, Kev, where's April at tonight? She'll be here shortly. She's working to feed my bourbon habit. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da. That's my theme song. Cloud lifter, that's right. It's blue, it's about that big. Same thing as the fed head. It's just the fed head shaped differently, but it does the same thing. But apparently that's the reason I can't get my volume any higher, is because this particular microphone eats up the preamp to the point where it just can't go any higher. You just played April's bongos. Leave it to Jake to make everything gross. The bongos, not cupcakes. I wouldn't let her hear you say that. Little eggs, cracked eggs. Well, large boobs do not run in my family for whatever reason, unless you're my sister and she got all of them. Take that to the bank. She got them all, and then some. I think some were donated. She's looking for her phone. Well, you should know where that's at. It's like your brain. You gotta know where your brain's at. Jeez. Jeez, kid. Here's looking at you. Yeah. Well, let me know when she gets it. I got a good story to tell you guys. Christmas card. Only you. What is it, May? April, May. Is it June already? I guess it's June, isn't it? We cannot wait. Woohoo. I don't know how to take that. But rest assured, it will be Jake Johnson certified. It will be that kind of story. Man, it is hot in here. That's worth that money right there. Nice breeze. Whew. I swear it gets sticky in here. I just hate it when it's sticky. I don't even know what movie that's from, but it's from a movie. And it's something that April made me watch when I was a teenager. I bought April a left-handed guitar, a right-handed guitar, and bongos for her birthday. Well, there you go. She ought to be able to play all the way around then, huh? Swanee. I actually freaked some people out one time. We had a guy that played bass with us left-handed. He was a left-handed bass player. He played this way, which is weird. And he brought in an acoustic guitar one time that was strung up left-handed. And they were all marveling over how he played it because he learned how to play upside down. And he made his chords upside down. And the whole time they were talking to him, I was thinking in my head, how do you make chords upside down? And I started figuring it out in my brain, you know, how to place my fingers upside down and make a chord. And finally I said, let me see that thing. And they handed it to me and I flipped it over and I started playing. And they were all tripped out. They were like, what the hell? This guy can play either way. I just picked 3 chords and I figured out in my brain how to play them, and that's the only 3 I played. But to them, they thought it was amazing. And truthfully, I cannot strum with my left hand. So I was playing something simple, believe that. But I am completely right-handed. The only thing this hand does is play guitar, and occasionally I switch hands in mid-stroke. Just to feel like I'm, you know, being with a stranger. But that's it. It doesn't do anything else. I don't even scratch with this hand. You can golf both left-handed and right-handed? That's impressive. I couldn't do anything left-handed except for that, and it's only because I sat there thinking about it for a few minutes before I tried it. Okay, this is going to sound odd. Not coming from you, but okay, let's hear it. Are you going to tell us that sometimes you sit on your hand till it goes numb so you feel like you're with somebody new? Or somebody you don't recognize? Out odd that, buddy. Challenge laid down. My pipe is full of rock. Yeah, that don't sound that crazy. I've had that problem before. And why is your pipe full of rock? And how much did it cost? No, I'm just kidding. Never liked the crack cocaine. Over too fast and cost too much. And I don't smoke crack. I don't either. I will stand upside down on a rail every now and then, but very rarely. $485. You couldn't clean it out yourself? I'm assuming you're talking about a pipe coming off your house or off of your fish aquarium. It's a Dutch bucket drain on my grow tank. Oh, well, you need to put a filter on that thing so it don't get rocks in it. Piece of screen will do. Just put it over the entrance to the drain, and the water will go through, but you'll have to clean it once a month or so. But I tell you what, if your tank is growing things, you want to keep that thing running. If it just has fish in it, it can wait a day or two. They like salty water. Hey, 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 hey. All my favorite people. Welcome. I'm devising a plan. It's just annoying. Yeah. I can see how that'd get on your nerves. April is here next to me, and she and I are headed out. Dinner at a casino. Sounds fun. Sounds exciting. Yes, indeed. I just heard the last part of the conversation. I got a LB. Oh, you got a pound of maters today. A pound of tomatoes. Gotcha. Where are they? Oh, Georgia. Okay. You send me a couple of them maters. Hoorah. It has a fail-safe. I'm assuming it cuts off if it gets clogged up. So, yes, he is hilarious. And you and Jake together are awesome. Really? Well, thank you. My sister said that to me today. Same thing. We were talking about the podcast and talking about Great Sky and others. It runs elsewhere with a bell siphon. I don't know what a bell siphon is, but it sounds jangly. So, anyway, to get to my story. This young teenage frog has just had enough. He's done. He can't live in frog land anymore. He's not following the rules. He's ready to break out on his own, strike out, and start a new life. So he packs up his satchel and ties it to the end of his little stick, and he throws it over his shoulder, and he goes hopping down the road, across the field. And he gets out on CS Frogger Highway, goes to rolling. Cars are just zipping by. Frogs are ribbit. Just nobody will stop for him, and he just keeps walking, hopping. And he goes on about 20 miles or so, and he's entering into another place, and he realizes, I'm hungry. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm out here all by myself, and I'm alone, and I have no money. What are my options? I could get a job, but then it would take 2 weeks before I get a paycheck, and I'd starve to death, so that's not going to work. I could, panhandle and beg for money, but I really don't feel like doing that. That would ruin my reputation. I could apply for a loan. That's what I could do. So he goes hopping up to the First Union Bank and Trust of Frogtopia, and he walks in. And he walks right up to the counter, and he looks up, and he sees his name tag leering down at him. It says, Assistant Manager Patty Black. And he says, Miss Black, Miss Black. She looks over, and she says, oh, what a cute little froggy. What can I do for you? He goes, I would like to apply for a loan. She says, well, do you have any collateral? Collateral? What's that? She goes, something that the bank can hold in trust while you pay off your loan. That's how loans work. You need collateral to apply for a loan. And he said, well, all I've got is this heirloom that I brought with me. And he pulls his knapsack down and opens it up, and he shows it to her, and he goes, this is all I have to my name. She scratches her head, and she looks at it. She says, well, what is it? He goes, I don't know. I haven't got a clue. My father passed it on to me, and he loved it, and I've loved it, and I plan to pass it on to my son, so I guess you could say it's a precious family heirloom. And she says, well, I'll have to talk to my manager because I can't make a decision like this without the proper structure, so I need to go ask him. And he says, all right, I'll wait here. So she takes the thing, and she walks back there, and she says, excuse me, sir, could I talk to you for a minute? And he says, hold on a minute, I'm on the phone. He's talking, he hangs up, and he goes, all right, come on in. And she walks in, she places the thing on the desk in front of him. She goes, there's a young frog out there who's wanting to apply for a loan. Now, he's quite young, but this is all he has for collateral, and I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. I was hoping maybe you could know and tell me what to do so we could go from there. And he looks at it, and he shakes his head, and he looks up at her, and he looks back at it. He looks back at her, and he goes, I thought I trained you better, Patty. She says, what? I don't understand. He says, clearly, it's a knick-knack, Patty Black. Give the frog a loan. And the frog lived happily ever after. I've had experience playing straight man to Jake. Yeah. Funny, I don't remember it being that way. Or maybe he plays straight man to me, I don't know. Like two clowns beating each other with a fish. Yeah. I love it. We get on tangents every now and then, don't we? It has been a while, but I remember the good old days. I still remember tweaking out at 4 o'clock in the morning, drawing in the sand, designing electromagnetic brakes. Oh. Do you remember that? You don't remember? I remember. It was you for sure. So what y'all think of my story? I worked on that. Hard pass and they're real now? Who's real? And what are you passing on? Did I miss something? I must have missed something. Let me scroll up and see what I missed. Can't scroll up. Okay. Why can't I scroll up? There it goes. I guess I did not miss anything. What are you talking about, Great Sky Troll? Hard pass. And they're real now. Oh, the electromagnetic brakes. Yeah, I figured they'd come up with something. What are you hard passing on? Doing it again? Is that what you're saying? Or are you hard passing on remembering it? Because it happened. I was there. And it was a smart idea. It just never went anywhere. It's probably good it didn't go anywhere because we probably got shot for it. There was a guy in the, I believe in the 60s or 70s, who, him and his shop class, designed and built an automobile that ran on water. Literally. Like you pour water in it and it would run on it. And General Motors bought that shit up fast, and you've never heard or seen anything about it since. Not in the news, not in magazines, not in legends or folklore. Unless you know about it, you don't know about it. I don't admit to anything, says Great Sky Troll. Love your jokes, says April. Stanley Meyer. Is that the guy who did invent that car? Either way, it didn't come out because oil sells better. You build something that runs on water, and there's no more money to be made once you sell the vehicle. If you build it to run on oil, you pay for it every time you drive it. So on one hand, I understand that concept, but on the other hand, I can't see how that's good for the world. Went deep down that rabbit hole. Oh, yeah. I've been down a few myself. This podcast is a product of me going down a rabbit hole. I hadn't surfaced yet. I'm still there. Digging. Water vapor is a greenhouse gas. I don't believe in greenhouse gases, so there you go. I don't think mankind can change or alter the world at large. I think it's going to work whether we're here or not. I think it has been and will continue to go through cycles of hot and cold and everywhere in between. It's part of the process. So I don't believe in global warming or none of that nonsense. It's just another way to make money. I'm busy getting drunk right now. I am just past the U. I am just past the U. The U and busy? In other words, you hadn't quite got drunk yet, but you're getting there? I hope that's what you mean. Otherwise, I'm going crazy. And 11 billion people vaping to drive is going to change some shit. Maybe. I doubt it. I think that volcanoes are way worse than automobiles. And they erupt all the time. So soon I will be on the N. What happens when you get to the G? Or the K? Oh, past the U and drunk. I got you. D-double-E-W-N-K. D-double-R-W-N-K. That's what I meant to say. No G. The end is the K. The big K. Yeah, well, that's when I thought you were talking about the other sentence. The one that you included in the statement you made. You're expecting an asteroid or Yellowstone like any day now. It could happen. In the case of a Yellowstone, there's nothing anybody could do about that. You're just going to see a white flash and that'll be that. You'll be done. Because that's a very large volcano. In the case of an asteroid, let me fill you in on a little secret. That's not how dirt works. If you've ever seen an image of what NASA tells you would happen if an asteroid hits the Earth, you know, with the big fireball that and goes all around the globe and you see it, and pretty soon the whole globe is inflamed. I'm sorry, dirt don't work that way. If you don't believe me, take your .22 outside and shoot an anthill and see what happens. You can expect about the same from an asteroid. First of all, any big asteroids are going to burn up in our atmosphere because we have an atmosphere. It causes friction. Friction causes heat. Heat causes explosive things to happen to dirt and iron and things like that. So, if it's any size, it's going to be whittled down to almost nothing by the time it gets through that atmosphere because they only go so fast. They don't go the speed of light. They go however fast they go. And by the time it hits the Earth, you're going to get a kickback of some dust and some dirt and some rocks. Go look at that asteroid that landed in Arizona, that big crater, and then look at the crest of the crater and look at the debris that's alongside of it, and you'll get an idea about how it looks when an asteroid of any size hits the Earth. And that's it. No global killer. I'm sorry, it doesn't work. First of all, if it's that big, Jupiter will eat it up. You'll never get to the Earth. And if it's in between the size that it can go past Jupiter, by the time it gets to the ground, it will have burned up. Sorry, it just doesn't happen. It can't happen. Physics won't allow it. That shit you see on the Discovery Channel is a lie. It's a cartoon. It's bullshit. It doesn't happen that way. Nah, dude, I'd get propped by a pine cone sized bit of heaven. You might. Oh, Special K, Kellogg's. Yummy, yummy. I don't know what you're referring to there, but I like it. And yes, a pine cone sized asteroid probably could get you. Because it hit you in the head, not because it landed on the Earth and destroyed all the dinosaurs, but left all the rabbits alone. The Krispy Kreme donut is packed. Are people saving on the donuts? Is there a donut shortage? I don't think so. Are you saying there's a lot of people at Krispy Kreme? Maybe they just got good donuts. You ever thought about that, Kev? Maybe you should stop and get one and see what all the fuss is about. I've got to where I don't much like donuts anymore. I used to love them, but they just get too rich. I just don't have any flavor in them anymore. Maybe my taste buds have changed. A chipped piece of the firmament. Exactly. I mean, hit me in my face. Like, I hear you. Let me clarify what I think the firmament is. It would take 2 hours based on the line. I think that when God created this world, at some point there was a thin layer of ice or water above it that would shield ultraviolet radiation and things like that. And it could have been 3 or 6 inches thick all the way around. You know, it could be a mile thick, I don't know, but it doesn't seem likely. But I think at one point the earth was kind of enveloped in a sack, like a ambiotic sack or something. When the flood happened and it threw debris up in the air because the earth cracked open, we're talking 10 miles of dirt and rock sitting on top of pressurized water. When that stuff comes out, it shoot up high enough to get into outer space. And I think when that happened, it knocked down that firmament. I think it busted it, and that's why it rained for 40 days. And by the way, it's not there anymore. Off the fire hydrant. Off the building. Off the Empire State Building. Nothing but face. Pew, 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 pew. I got you. I understand what you're saying. In other words, if an asteroid hits, you want it to land on you so that you don't have to deal with the aftermath. Gotcha. I kind of feel the same way. If it's coming, bring it on. That's how I feel about COVID. Bring it on. I'm from the South. I'll take that shit and chew it up and spit it out. I drank motor oil, for God's sakes. I can take it. Troll makes no sense. Love it. Go Troll. Let's get drunk together. Troll makes perfect sense. You just got to be on his wavelength. Try and put yourself in his position. He lives in the dirty South. If an asteroid hits, it's going to be mayhem for everybody. And then you're going to have to live through a third world population that has no internet. And that's going to be exciting, for lack of a better word. No internet, no grocery stores, no automobiles after a short period of time. And you have to live through that if you survive the asteroid attack. So he's saying, if the asteroid hits, let it land on my face, baby. That way I don't have to deal with none of that. I'll just be, bloop, I'm in heaven. It's over. I thought Asteroid was the Jetson dog. He is. Run! I don't want to live in interesting times, says Great Sky Troll. I want to live with the internet and air conditioning. Yes, I understand. April is laughing out loud. I thought that was just a meme. People actually do that? But I digress. Toilet paper. You need toilet paper in the apocalypse. Should probably stock up on it now while you can, while there's no shortage, because you know people are going to be retarded when the world starts to end. Like the other day, we were expecting some rain, and people were buying gasoline up like crazy. Oh, no, it was the gas, you know, when the hackers hacked into the pipeline. That's what it was. And they were buying gasoline. I saw trucks with the whole back of the truck filled up with gas cans, and people with 5-gallon buckets. And one lady had a bag and was trying to fill gasoline up in that. People get retarded. I was like, chill out, wait 3 days and it'll be over. Whew. If you tickle the ticklish. They laugh out loud. I learned to make toilet paper, basically using newspaper and screens. I ain't buying it. Wouldn't that chafe? You could always, go for the sit on the ground and scoop until you're dry, till you're clean. It kind of makes you wonder how the cavemen did it, if they were in fact cavemen. Not as bad as oak bark, huh? Well, what about those big heart-shaped leaves that are outside? Or old socks. You might get, athlete's foot in strange places, but I'd go to the creek. Yeah. That's what I'm doing now. As I don't have running water at the moment. I'm used to it, though. I grew up that way. But right now I have a leak in my pipes, and I have to replumb the house. But first I have to get the floor down, which I'm working on. It's always something. Jake, I'm allergic to green. I'll skip it. You're allergic to the color green? That's odd. You and Kermit the Frog must not get along. It's easy being green. A lot of green things break me out bad. I hear you. You're allergic to nature. I'm not allergic to anything. I'm pretty sure I can drink bleach. Hadn't tried it, but I think I could. I have a killer immune system. I get sick once a year. And it's usually the thing going around, and I only used to get sick because I had kids and they'd go off and touch things and then come back and bring it to me. But now I don't get sick at all. I just have a healthy year round. I don't feel good. Legumes, lots of odd legumes have normally safe leaves. Burn me like acid or poison ivy. Well, that's not good at all, buddy. Don't touch those things. You're fair-skinned. You can't handle it. Stay inside with the AC on. Play some video games. Me, on the other hand, I can waller around in poison oak and it don't do no good to me. Don't do nothing. So I learned toilet paper. You gotta use that toilet paper. It's good stuff. It's one of the best inventions ever invented. Jake Sexy? Why should I change my name to Jake Sexy? You look out, here comes Jake Sexy. Can you dig it? I don't think it works for me. Thank you, sir. And it's my real name. I've been going by Jake for so long that that's my name. I'm terrified. I would show you, but then I'd have to reveal other secrets. But trust me, it's my real name. Bisexy? No, 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 no. This swing only swings in one direction, if you know what I'm saying. Skirt of sex appeal. No, Jack, it's too sexy. Not bisexy. Big sexy. Gotcha. AC/DC. Just AC. That's all I need. I'm an innie, not an outie. No pinch hitting here. Listen, listen. For a guy that don't like baseball, that term sure comes up a lot in my life. It's even in one of the songs I wrote years ago. Switch pitcher. No, sir. No, sir. I may have long hair, but don't let that confuse you. Don't let it confuse your sensibilities. I'm a man. April is cupcake sexy. I'll agree with that. That long hair will get you slapped across the cheek. You go grabbing at the wrong part. My delicate sensibilities. Listen, man. We do things a little different around here in the South. Listen. I don't even know where this character comes from, but I like him. He reminds me of somebody I grew up with. Slow and a little behind the draw. You know what I'm saying. So grab the right part. That's right. Well, I never, and you never will if you keep acting like that, buddy. You got some real pretty mouth. Actually, I don't. I was absent the day they gave out lips. I have no lips. I try to pucker up and I just get little slits. Nothing. Like a turtle. Bang, 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 bang. Listen. Hey, there's a Diego. What's happening, brother? We're just running off at the mouth here. Talking all kinds of crazy things. Next to the catfish that day. Listen. That should have been the title of this podcast. Listen. I'm getting bullied by Jake. Okay. Or as they like to call me in Florida, the Big Sexy. In Louisiana, they call me the Big Easy. That's right. You tell him, Diego. Don't let him give you no shit about your ponytail. You missed a riveting story about frogs earlier. In LA, they call him Patient Zero. That's not funny, man. Play The Greeks Don't Want No Freaks. Now, I played it once. I can't remember it now. I'm going to lose my wrench. No, you're not. Not even close. It's Kevo's fault. He's the instigator in the bunch. I agree, I am. Drinking, that is. Black Gold Texas tea. Come on back now, yeah? I am too. And now I'm done. That nice hot cup of coffee is gone, baby. My fire's just about gone too. I'm about to rev it up here in a few minutes. Diego's doing all right. He can't complain. Well, that's good. I like to keep my audience riveted on the edge of my seat. Yeah. Great Sky is awesome. Troll, by the time I get to the K, Jake will look sexy with that long hair and pretty mouth. Whew. Goodness gracious. Your audience. My audience is your audience. Me audience is who audience. April is sweet and kind. She's none of those things, I promise. She's evil. I'm just kidding, April. You know I love you, honey. Yeah, I think you were there when I went to Nashville, weren't you? Great Sky Troll. We all met in a parking lot and got in a van. I think you were there. It seems familiar. Great job with the article on Wednesday, Jake. Thank you. We exposed that idiot and got more of our friends to boycott the baloney. I really appreciate your time. Well, my time appreciates being given. That's why I'm here. I'm glad I could do something you enjoyed. And this podcast is for everybody. April is threatening me and I like it. That's the way, I like it. raining like the devil outside my window. Coldest night in April is in the wind. Every drop I see falling, I hear your voice calling. Lord, it tears my whole world all apart. Here it comes again, the lightning, the thunder and wind. That rain keeps falling and it takes me home again. Here it comes again. Lightning strikes a power pole, all the lights go out. Then I finally realize what my life is all about. Then the walls are built around me slowly tumble down. Pieces shatter as they fall to the ground. Here it comes again, the lightning, the thunder and wind. That rain keeps falling and it takes me home again. Here it comes again. Raining like the devil outside my window. The coldest night in April is in the wind. Run, run, run. Hello, yes, Great Sky Troll speaking. Blurb, blurb, blurb. That was a Jake Johnson original, by the way. 5 out of 5. Thank you very much. How quickly we fall apart. Something beautiful, something not so beautiful. Entropy. That's right. Illustrated with the beautiful sounds of a Strat acoustic guitar. Yes, the second law of thermodynamics comes for us all. We all tend towards chaos. having lots of trouble with my wrist. Been giving me hell. That entropy in effect. Here's to you, here's to me. May we never disagree. If we do, to hell with you. Here's to me. Well, if we ever disagree, you and I hope you would listen to the wisdom of my ages, because I know a thing or two, and if we disagree, it's probably because you haven't thought as far as I have on the subject. And when you do, you will come to realize that I'm just smarter than you. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. As you are now, I once was, and as I am now, you soon shall become. Dungeons and Dragons, 1982. I know, I read it as a toast. I'm just doodling right now. If you guys want to hear something, holler it out. If I know it, I play it. And if I don't know it, I'll fake it. If I don't like it, there's no chance in hell you're hearing it tonight. So there's that. Okay. I believe you. I stole it from somewhere. I just don't remember where. I hope you win at the casino. Lots of money and having fun. I hope you win at the casino and send me money all day long. I love toast with cheese in the top and marmalade. Yummy. I stopped at a Mexican truck the other day. You know, one of those little, like side road food trucks. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I ordered a chicken sandwich. Cost me $11 for a chicken sandwich. And I swear to you, this thing was that big and big squared. And it was delicious. It's the best thing I ever had. I stopped and got one again today. It's got guacamole and all kinds of shit in it. You wouldn't think that would be good, but it's good. And it was delicious. I couldn't eat the whole sandwich. There's more in it that's in a footlong sub, put it that way. That big. They make their own bread. Soft, gooey bread. And just tomatoes and lettuce and guacamole and God knows what else and little chunks of chicken all through it. Man, it was good. They deserve a medal at that little food truck. I will be back. Citrus jelly on cheese, do I understand correctly? What would you say if I sang out of key? Would you throw me away and do things to me? Here's a little ditty I wrote. Julie was a girl, just turned 17, but she had problems at home. She made good grades, the girl was a prom queen, but she couldn't wait to be grown. Late one night she snuck out to the sand pit, where they rode motorcycles till dawn. Johnny came by, flashing those pretty brown eyes, and said, Julie, you know you want to get on, baby. Now, Johnny was a boy, he worked real hard, but he had problems at home. His daddy got drunk and his mama got mean, and Johnny couldn't wait to be gone. Johnny spent his paycheck, bought a Walmart ring. When he saw Julie that night, he said, Julie, don't you know you want to be my wife? And she said, boy, I hope this is right. Julie and Johnny got married. They got a baby on the way. If he can sell enough dope to keep them afloat, they might just make it someday. Julie and Johnny got married. They ain't doing so good, yeah, yeah. I forgot the words. Anyway, one of those. These little fried ice cream fritter things. That sounds good. Oh, my high school girlfriend. Mom made me lunch. Tamales and tacos. Feckin' little corn husks. Tasty. It sounds good. I don't know the words of this song, but you can sing along. Sweet Caroline, I don't know the words to this song. I can't define. I don't know this song at all. But I have no problem making a jackass of myself for your entertainment. A thing in a pepper that's like chili but delicious and no beans. These little fried ice cream fritter things. I'd put up with Josephine for some of her fabulous cooking. Out of curiosity, ever done Rocket Man? No. Sorry. Rocket Man. Another damn song I don't know the words to. But I do this one. Blue jean baby, LA lady, seems for the band. Pretty eye, pirate smile, merry music man, ballerina, you must have seen her dancing in the sand. Abula is grandmother, I think. Okay. Nice. I like that one. Thank you. Oh, how it seems so real with you lying there and no one near, and only you can hear me when I say softly, slowly, yeah. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway. Lay me down in sheets of linen. Had a busy day today. A little too high for me, though. Nope. Gotta need my band for that sort of thing, man. Which I do, but you have to come watch a show for that. Come watch my show, I'll break out into some shit like... Yeah, it's kind of hard to do on an acoustic and pull it off, but you know. Yes, you have seen me do a one-man band once. I'm doing it right now. But there's only some songs you can pull off one man. Some songs you need a drummer for. You know. And a bass player. Some sort of pedal. That was just a harmonizer. Just sing with me, that's all. I still use that to this day. Only I don't do a whole lot of singing anymore because I'm mostly a drummer now. My hands are giving out on me. I can't really do the way I used to. And my voice is giving out on me a little also, so... I mean, I have good days, but I can't count on it, you know. I can never tell when it's going to be out, and I just won't be able to sing. That's a part of getting old and smoking too much. The days of me thinking I'm going to be a rock star are long gone. That's not going to happen, but I'll still get out and jam. I could have been a rock star. I could have been a contender, Howard, but I had babies instead. Don't regret that. Not even a little bit. But they kind of put a damper on the whole rock star guy. I had to become daddy real fast, especially when the wife left. Left me with 2 young babies. And she has them now. Tell me what the irony is in that. Or the justice. What it is I did all the hard work and changed all the diapers and did all the bottles, and now she gets to have them when they're interesting people growing up. Story of my life, man. Rocky Mountain High. No. That pedal that you're talking about cost $650 when I bought it. And I made a lot of money with it. And now they sell for like $400, but they're still expensive. What might one be called? Well, the one that I used was called a Digitech harmonizer. It is a gray one with 2 buttons on it, one for echo or effect and one for harmony. Made by Digitech, and it's called a vocal, what is it? A vocal live, voice live, vocal live, something like that. I'm going to get a laptop and fiddle with your channel. I'm going to get a laptop and a fiddle with your channel. Cool. My grandfather called me from Mexico. That is why I couldn't be there for a while. Well, tell him I said hello. Digitech, T-E-C-H. Voice Live, yeah, that's it. It's gray, it's about yay big, square. It's got 3 knobs on the top and a black pedal on either side. There's one that's got 4 pedals, but I don't like that one. It's got too much going on. I just want to turn it on and turn it off. I don't want to think about it. But that's the one I use. And it does 2 or 3 voices under me or over me, depending on which one I want. And then it reads my guitar. It's got it's called Intelligent IQ or something like that. Music IQ. And what it does, it reads what chords I'm playing and decides what the best harmony would be to go with what note I'm singing. And then it makes a decision and sends out the harmony, and it sounds like a real person behind you if you know how to turn it on and off at the right time. And there's other companies that make harmonizers, but Digitech is the best one. It sounds the most natural and the least like a robot. I recommended your Genesis series to my family and friends. They were eager to see someone tear the friendly atheist nonsense into pieces. Well, excellent. Thank you. Maybe they can come and subscribe to the channel. Great Sky, you got it right. Abula means grandmother. I guess April and Kevin are doing good at the casino because they hadn't said anything in quite a while. Well, I'm not singing that song. When did you loving me. Darling, when did you stop loving me? Little George Strait song for you there. Even Sherrico wants to see it. Sherrico is not wearing masks anymore. His pneumonia situation traumatized him. He is now more afraid of masks than COVID. Smart man. Sorry. Well, let me just tell you, I have not put a mask on since they started this thing, and I'm fine. And I do lots of things with people, so it's not like I'm just sheltered away somewhere. It's bullshit. The mask will not help you. It might make you feel better, but that's all. COVID is an airborne disease. If you're going to get it, you're going to get it whether you're wearing a mask or not, I promise. If you're in contact with it. Best thing is to not be in contact with it. Truth is, you got it in January. Yeah, I had it a while back. I got it probably a month before they started talking about it. Back in December, actually. And I was sick for like 5 months. And I lost my voice, and I hadn't got it back. So COVID cost me my voice, but it didn't kill me. I may recover. Who knows? I'm not recovering fast, if that's the case. But I've had trouble breathing ever since. I've never had trouble breathing. I smoke like a freight train, but I've never had any trouble with my breathing. Never had a real bad smoker's cough either. But I've had a cough ever since December. But like I said, bring it on. I can take it. I'll figure out something else to do. I'll play drums if I have to. But I ain't going to run from a invisible enemy. I ain't doing it. I mean, you shouldn't either. Here. Same here. Here. By Jove. And I certainly ain't going to run around wearing a mask like Jesse James, hiding my face. I'm not going to be a compliant little Demi. Not going to happen, buddy. Take your mask and go on down the road if you got to wear one. But you ain't going to persuade me. I got it January 5th. I refused to wear a mask. Useless cosplay, that's correct. The only thing that you could do is to wear a full hazmat suit, and you have to make sure that you disinfect it every time you put it on and sterilize it. And that might help. But the minute you take it off, you're exposed to what's on it. So this whole idea of wear the mask or wear 2 masks or whatever and you'll be safe, bull. Airborne means if you can smell it, you're going to get it. If you can put those masks on and smell a fart, you're taking in COVID air. Sorry. So it's ridiculous. And they're starting to see that now. They've released the mask thing, I think. They finally had enough. Mandalorian helmet, maybe. Well, you got all this under here, see? And the air that goes up under it will bring COVID in it. The only thing you can do is separate yourself from oxygen. And that's to wear a spacesuit or something that's sealed off. Has its own oxygen. I had pneumonia when I was 13. It was awful. Well, I've had pneumonia. It kind of sucks. Yeah. For fun? I think the best thing you can do is be healthy, take some vitamin C and some vitamin D, and get lots of sunlight and fresh air. That's all you can do. And, touch things, be exposed to the environment. And then your body will do what it's supposed to do, which is to fight off things that man make that it shouldn't have introduced to it. Because it's man-made. It's not real. It didn't come from nature. Wuhan. There, I said it. You live with it. Licking hookers. That's a good place to start. I can't find a decent hooker. If I'm going to pay for it, she needs to look like Julia Roberts in that movie. And be willing to do anything. But mostly, just be able to hold her breath for 20 minutes. And walk up to her and say, "Do you talk with your mouth full? You're hired." Well, it is that time already. Look what I found. Won't you press that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you'll get notifications of when I'm going to be here. Smash that like button like it owes you money. Lord knows it owes me some. Share this video with somebody you love. Hey, better yet, share it with somebody you don't love. Bring them into the family. Bring them into the fold. Be part of the solution, not part of the problem. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you're thinking. Question me, curse me, bless me, challenge me, conform with me. Conform against yourself. As long as you're thinking, that's what I want. Critical thought coming from that gray matter between your ears. And if you like what I'm doing, or you want to tip the musician or whatever, however it goes, won't you take a moment and go to paypal.me/JakeJohnsonBand. Every little bit helps, and I greatly appreciate the tuition or patronage or whatever you want to call it. Always remember that you must, if you ever want him back,
down to sleep. Pray the Lord my soul to keep.
Yes, sir.
If I die before I wake, VJ.
How about that? I got my own theme song.
Right through it all, VJ.
Yes, sir. Say it loud and say it proud. What's up?
If I die before I wake.
That's right. VJ. All right. How about that? How about them apples? Bronco. Best Mexican band ever. Well, they're pretty good. I'll give them that. But they're no Richie Valens. You ever see that movie? It's a good movie. The truth is Waylon Jennings was supposed to be on that airplane, and he gave up his seat to the Big Bopper because he had the flu and he didn't want to fly. And they went down that night. The Big Bopper, Patsy Cline, and Richie Valens all died. Oh, and the guy that Waylon Jennings played with, what's his name? Horn rim glasses. Peggy, Peggy Sue. Oh, I love my girl. No, she's Peggy. You know who I'm talking about. I can't think of his name. He died that night too, anyway. But the world got Waylon Jennings. It's a good trade, I think. What is that guy's name? Does anybody know? Buddy Holly. That's him. Couldn't think of that to save my life. And the Big Bopper. Hello, baby. Chantilly lace and a purty face and a ponytail hanging down, a wiggle and a walk, a giggle and a talk. Make the world go round, round, round. Ain't nothing in the world like a big-eyed girl to make me act so funny, make me spend my money, make me feel real loose like a long-necked goose. Oh, baby, that's what I like. All right. I reckon I'm going to go watch some news and pass out and get up in the morning and work on some motorcycles. Got lots of motorcycling to do tomorrow. I love you guys. Really. Means a lot to me that you come hang out. I've had a good time tonight. I've enjoyed myself. I hope you have too. I hope you enjoyed my stylings and freestylings and ramblings. And I will see you on Sunday with some Old Testament. And lay it down like it ought to be. Maybe some of your family will come hang out with us. We might see something happen. Either way, take care of yourselves and each other. And have a good night. I'm out.